Good morning, guys. Yeah, here we are in our course one that covers the Python basics that are required for other two courses which I have discussed in the past that are coming afterwards. So, now what are the topics that are present in the first course? So, in the module one, we have Python fundamentals, history of the Python, how to install Python, what is the difference between interpreter and compiler, how to use Python shell, various IDEs that are popular for writing the Python code, the various modes of writing the Python code, the interactive mode as well as the scripted mode. Then we have module 2, which covers the basic operators that are available in Python. And the basic operators that are available are arithmetic operators, comparison operators, assignment operators, bitwise operators, logical operators, identity operators, etc. These operators are common for all the programming languages, as we know that. And later on, we'll see the precedence of operators, which is very very important. For suppose in a line of code there are multiple operators present, then what operator we should operate initially, then what operator we should operate later, like that determines that is based on the operator's precedence that is defined for that particular programming language. So what are the data types in Python? There are various data types which we can see in the module 3: text type, numerical types, sequence types, mapping types, set types, boolean types, binary types, and none type. Okay, upon which these things are very 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 important, because most of the day-to-day activities we use list, tuple, dictionary, and set. These four things. Okay, and numeric types, as we all know that, I mean, in the sequence and mapping types, these are very important. Numeric types, int, float, and complex, are also very important, and text type string is also very important. And most commonly used sequence types are list, tuple, whereas mapping types are dictionary. Okay, on all these data types, okay, uh, these four data types are commonly used: text type, numerical types, sequence types, mapping types, etc. Other type, also Boolean type is also used. The rest of the things which are there are used less frequently compared to the above one. And what are the advanced topics in Python? Okay, although this is a basic course, in this basics there are some advanced topics within this basic. Okay, Mm, like they are not as advanced as machine learning or data science or computer vision, but they are the things which are required for further learning the topics which we encounter in the later on modules. So what are those? Conditional statements. We know that Python supports conditional statements like if else, and nested if. And what are the loops in Python? The loops in Python are basically while and for loop, which will have a detailed explanation of those looping concepts. Okay. Then we have functions, then we have decorators and generators, and we have object oriented programming concepts. Then we will see how this object oriented programming is applicable in Python, how we apply the concepts of loops using Python. Okay, then we have module 5, which is Turtle. It's a very interesting gaming platform. Python offers two gaming platforms. The first one is Turtle, the second one is Pygame. Here in this course, we will see how we can design 2D games using Turtle. And here we are going to see about the Turtle basics, and we are going to have a overview of the documentation that is available in Turtle official page. And then we will design a snake game using Turtle. We'll design Pong game using Turtle, and we'll have some interesting activities using Turtle. And then we will have a project that you have to do, okay, based on the logic that is given by me, you have to perform Space Invaders game, which is quite easy. Being after you have learned about how we design Snake game and Pong game using Turtle, it will be quite an easy task for you to design Space Invaders game. Then we have SMTP and Kinter. SMTP stands for Standard Mail Tra- Transfer Protocol. Okay. Then we have desktop app development using Python, which is Kinter. We can send automated birthday wishes using SMTP, which we'll see. So you have the list of the persons, their mail IDs in one row, in one column, list of persons in one column, list of mail IDs in one column, and their birth dates in one column of an Excel sheet. You can use that Excel sheet, read that Excel sheet using Python, and send mail to that particular person's mail using SMTP module. Okay, then what is Kinter? Kinter is a desktop app designing platform. Okay, it has a good documentation. We can use the Tinker to design desktop apps that we can use locally in the machine. Okay, we'll have a overview of Tinker documentation. Then we'll design BMI app, a simple BMI app using Tinker. Then we'll use typing speed. Use Tinker to design the typing speed calculator through which you can actually measure how fast you are typing in the computer. That will analyze your typing skills, and then we will have quiz app. You can choose a random set of questions and random set of answers. Random, it's not random set of answers. We can choose like multiple choice questions like A B C D, or we can choose only two, true or false. Okay, so in that way, we can actually design quiz app using Tinter. Okay, we can design in other forms also. We will design using true or false. Okay, the rest of the things whichever I have told, like multiple choice answers. Like if it is a true or false, then you have only two choices. If it's a multiple choice, you'll have four choices: A, B, and C, D. Okay, so in that manner, we'll design quiz app using Kinter. Then we'll have front end web development. Web development. We'll have the basics. Okay, HTML stands for hypertext markup language, whereas CSS stands for cascaded styling sheets. Okay, and JavaScript is also used for front end development of website. We'll have all the basic concepts of HTML as well as CSS, and we'll use JavaScript for front-end web design. Although JavaScript can be used for back-end designing also, here we restrict ourselves for um, designing the front-end part using JavaScript. So now we have Flask web framework. Python offers. Uh, there are two popular web frameworks, although I mean, there are many web frameworks that are available for Python. Popularly, these two are famous. One is Flask and Django. Flask is relatively simpler and it's easy to learn compared to Django. And if there are websites that are having less than 10 pages, or it is like security is not a big issue for that particular website, we can go for Flask. And the machine learning applications, we can use Flask to deploy the machine learning applications. About 46 percentage of the developers, what you can say, admitted to use the Flask as the popular choice of web framework. Among all the frameworks, 46 percentage people have at least once touched Flask framework among other web frameworks that are available. So we'll have Flask basics, and we'll have Flask documentation, and we'll have uh, we'll know about Jinja, a templating language that is used to get the values or get the uh, what you can say information from the website to our backend, so that we can process the information from front end with the user. If he uploads some data or something like that, and that data needs to be proper processed. For suppose the user is requesting you to add 2 plus 3 and give the result, so 2 plus 3 should be brought back to the backend. Okay, and if that is brought back to the backend, there will be a Python code where the backend operation, the addition will be done. So in order to brought back the information, in order to bring the information from front end to the back end, okay, we require a templating language, okay, that is Jinja, such that it forms a interconnection. This templating language will forms an interconnection between front end and back end. So we use Jinja to bring the user request to the backend, where Python is used to process the information that is given by the user, and it can be used to uh, give the necessary output that is required by the user. So we'll see get request, post request, batch request, put request, how it is done using Python, and then we'll have e-commerce website that can be built using Flask, and we'll use Flask to build to-do list. Okay, these are the things which we'll cover in module 1. Thank you for being patient, and we are going to start off this course from March 1st of 2024. Okay, we'll see you again. Bye bye.